Hello, we've had quite a few people in the Kinemaster forum requesting actually how do I use it. So I thought I'd put together a short video on the basics of how to use Kinemaster video editing system. My name's Greg and I hope you find this useful. So when you first open up, you'll have a menu system in front of you. On the right hand side you may have a blank area. This will be where your videos actually take place, and on the left hand side you've got a big red button with a plus symbol on it, and if we go ahead and select that, we then have two choices: Project Assistant or Empty Project. The Project Assistant will give you a themed look where you can have a load of presets that will be applied to any of the content that you add. Or you can have an empty project, which is what we're going to use, and this gives you complete free reign to do what you want. So I'm going to click on Empty Project. So this is our video editing screen. Along the bottom we have a timeline. This area here is going to be our timeline, and when we start adding content, this is where it will appear. This big black area that we have, this is your viewing area, where you'll see the videos and the clips and the transitions previewing as you work. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually add my first piece of media, which will be actually a blank screen. I actually like to have a project where I can fade in the videos or the photographs as opposed to it just starting immediately on that photograph. So I click on Media Browser. In here we've got Content, Access, and in the top left hand side where we have background, this is a Kinemaster standard. You click on background and we have a selection of primary colours plus some other start screens that you can use. Just going to add a black start screen, and we can see down here it's added it to the timeline. Top right hand side you have a tick, and clicking that confirms this action. We can then start adding our content. To add more content, we're going to click on Media Browser. So you have access to all of your content, and I'm going to click on where it says Camera, because that's going to give me access to my camera roll. And I can scroll through here. You can see there's lots of junk and other photographs and things. So I'm going to find something suitable to add. This picture here will be fine. And so we have this added. Now you'll notice there's a white marker in between. This is a transition marker, and we'll talk about that in a moment. I'm going to then add another scene. This time I'll find a video that we can add. Yeah, something like this. And the video has been added to the timeline, and the marker there tells me right here that it's now lasting for 1 minute 43 seconds. Now I want to go right the way back to the beginning. Now you can just scroll through this and scroll, but if you have a long video that's quite time consuming. So if you have a look in the bottom left hand side of your screen, you'll find an arrow with a line on it. Tapping on this will take you right the way back to the beginning of your movie. So the first thing I'd like to do is finish adding the media, so we use the tick. And we can start now editing our content. So each of these bits of content that we have here is called a clip. Whether it's a blank screen, a photograph or a video, they're all clips. Now if I click on the blank screen, an editing page slides out from the right hand side, and there's various tools in here. I'd like to add some text, so to add some basic simple text I'm going to click on that hexagonal symbol with the letters FX in it. Click on FX, and in here we have various effects that we can use. So let's just have a quick look at these. Basic title effects. Okay, if you click on one you'll get a preview. Okay, I'll scroll through and have a quick look at some others. Powerful, what does this do? So this has got some themed effects to it. Let's see what else we have. Okay, basic ending title, opening title. So let's have a look at the opening title. It's just a piece of text. Now when you've selected the style of text that you would like to have in your opening scene, just to the right hand side you'll see a little cog. Okay, so if we click on the cog, we can then actually edit the text. So tapping in this text field right here will open up your text editor, and you can start typing whatever your introduction text is going to be. So here we go. I'm going to type in a traditional start to many basics. Hello world. So this is just standard text at the moment regarding the look of the text, the font. And if we click on this A, this is going to give us access to a set of Kinemaster fonts that are available. Some will still need downloading, and you can tell those by the download symbol that you see on the right hand side. I'm going to come in and find suitable text. You can scroll down, and I think on this occasion I use this roundy style. And to set that in place, again, the tick, so we can see that it's been added. That'll do. I'm going to click on OK, and there's the text. And again, final set, tick again. Okay, as we scroll through here, you can see that it will appear and then fade out. Now how it transitions from one scene to another is controlled on this transition marker. Tapping the transition marker will open up the transition effects menu, and there's various effects in here. If I look at the classic transitions, we've got a basic crossfade, a fade through, and a zoom out. I'm going to add a crossfade, and you can see what this does. I'm happy with that. Again, click on the tick. Moving through, I've got another scene to swap to. You could just jump to it and leave it blank, or again you could add a transition. And let's have a look at a 3D transition, and I'm going to add a flip, and that's what it will do. Use the tick to confirm, and it's good to go. At any point you can preview the whole of your video by tapping on the play symbol here, and it starts playing, and any of the effects are actually occurring. So after you've actually added all your scenes and your transitions, we can also add music. So we do this by clicking on the audio button right here. This will give you access to all of the music that you have on your phone. Now over on the side here I have some additional folders set up and backing music, and then I have a list of backing music that I could use. When you select any particular track, there'll be two symbols. One is a plus symbol. Clicking on the plus symbol will actually add that music track to your scene, and there's a play symbol as well, and this gives you the opportunity to preview your music. So if I click on the play for a moment, we have the music playing. So there you can see we have the music playing. I could choose a different track. Gonna look at this one, quick preview. That will do for this occasion, and I'm now going to select the plus button, and it adds to the timeline. Happy with that selection, so of course we use the tick to confirm. And there we have it. Now you can see down in the timeline here that it's actually inserted it at the playhead of where my time scale, my timeline was actually indicating. Now that's not actually where I'd like the music to start. I'd like it to start on my very opening scene. So if you tap and hold on your piece of music, you should get a little vibration from your phone if you've got haptic feedback switched on, and you can now slide this to any position that you like. So I could bring this all the way to the beginning, or I could move it slightly forward so that I have a little bit of blank screen and then the music starts. Scrolling along, and then at the very end you'll notice in this area here that the music is actually greyed out, because the length of the music is actually determined by the position of the very last scene. So I'm going to add a decent fade out by adding a background again. I'll make it go black, use the tick, and so it's extended, and that will then finish. I could then pick on this, use the effects. If I go to theme, and I could have basic ending title, for example, and it goes down there. Again, click on the little cog, you can edit the text. You can change the font. Tick it, and that's what it will look like, and then do your OK. And final tick to confirm. So this gives you the basic introduction as to how to add scenes, how to edit your transitions between clips, and how to add music. Up in the top right hand side you'll have what looks like a door with an arrow pointing on it, and when we click on that, that takes us back to our main menu, and the scene that we've just created I can see right here where it says Untitled 1, and if you tap on here it says the words Untitled 1. Pick on that piece of text, and we can then give the video an actual title. So like so, and that's it. Clicking on the back arrow on your phone will take you back to the main menu. Well, I hope you found that useful. Please comment on this if you have found it good, and if you'd like some more, then I'll be very happy to help you out. All the best. Bye for now.